The Speakeasy Group is composed of individuals from a variety of different economic and living environments who have communication disorders resulting from stroke, head injury, or diseases such as Alzheimer's or Parkinson's. We have people that come from home, people who come with spouses, people who take public transportation. They just find ways to get here. The group size can range from 18 to 30 people, with approximately 1/3 of the attendees accompanied by caregivers. Like Dan Sakaris, who is a 12-plus year stroke survivor and is considered the grandfather of Speakeasy, not because he is the oldest member of the group, but because he has been coming to our weekly meetings for over 10 years. Dan is accompanied to the group meetings by his wife, Vivian.
Dan had an ischemic stroke from something rather unusual. They called it a carotid dissection, where there was a cut in the inner lining of the artery that caused a clot, which eventually then broke away and caused the stroke. He was in the emergency room at the first hospital they took him to, and I distinctly remember he did say something. He said, "I'm sorry."
Oh, I don't remember.
Which was very touching and certainly nothing he could have controlled. I guess living with someone who's had a stroke, someone you care about a lot, is you suffer the same things they're suffering. I mean, there's never a time when you're not the responsible party for that person's care. You may get a break from time to time, but still the responsibility is yours.
There are many stroke patients who can't go back home and end up at long-term care nursing facilities. But if you are a younger person with a stroke, your peers are not the persons in the nursing home. Most of those people are 70 to 80 years old, so the group provides a nice opportunity for those younger individuals to socialize with people closer to their age. Like Carolyn, who at one time worked at a bank and then suffered a significant stroke several years ago. For the first 2 years, she barely left her room at the nursing home where she now lives. She has been coming to Speakeasy for 3 years, and everybody at that facility cannot believe the change in her. She goes all over, she talks to people, and she looks forward to coming every single Monday.
You know, it's like I was isolated. You come and it makes you feel so at ease that everybody just embrace you and everybody gets along and have such a good time. It's so great. I really love coming here to Speakeasy Group. It gives me a chance to interact with other members, other people, stroke survivors who has gone through the same thing I've gone through. When you're used to doing things on your own and doing things for yourself, not being able to do those things really takes you back, and you just feel so isolated, like I said, from everything.
During the first 40 minutes of the group, members sit together and converse, just like sitting around the family table. Because their speech is either quiet or slow to initiate, it is difficult for Speakeasy members to keep up in family conversations at home. The Speakeasy Group is structured to be an environment where members can participate in conversation and have opportunities to choose the topics. After a brief break time and snack, the group divides into smaller groups, which give more emphasis to each person's individual communication goals and activities of interest. Graduate students from Case Western Reserve University's Communication Sciences and Disorders program volunteer their time to develop activities and work with the group members. They create lesson plans in coordination with the activities that the group members enjoy. There is always a group that plays poker because it provides a lot of cognitive opportunities for people and a lot of communication opportunities. Many of the people who go to that group want to be able to participate in those kind of games at home. So within that group, they might be working on their counting skills or getting their speech loud enough for the person across from them to hear. Another activity is focused on teaching members basic computer skills, including accessing the internet and how to do web searches. These types of skills are important in leading to independent computer use. Having access to technology like this encourages independence and enables stroke survivors to connect with other members of the community. We also have a group that is doing Wii Bowling, which is a great motor activity, but we're also gearing it around speech and language goals. Participants have to focus on counting how many pins they got down, if it was a strike or a spare, and if their speech was loud enough for the person they're competing against to hear them. Recovery from stroke is a lifelong process. Just ask Charles DeForest, who has been attending group meetings for over 8 years.
16 years since I've had my stroke, and I'm still recovering. See, at one time I was so frustrated, I didn't believe God up above could help me. I learn something every time I come to Speakeasy. Every Monday I learn something new.
Survivors can continue to improve their cognitive and communication skills for many years after the stroke if they continue to be involved in activities. However, this type of long-term rehabilitation is not covered by health insurance. Speakeasy is one of the few programs that is out there for people who no longer qualify for services. So without a program like this, these individuals would not have anywhere else to go. We welcome anyone to come and observe anytime they want to. And if you do come and visit, you will notice that everybody is different, and you might look at some of these people and say, they are so good, why do they even need this group? The fact that some of the Speakeasy group members have been coming for 12 or more years speaks volumes on just how important the group is for their emotional and physical recovery.
Anything that, would be new, we would like to try. And Dan's always the first to raise his hand to volunteer for things.
Yes.
The Speakeasy groups gives me hope and love.
I can talk better now than I did when I came here. I can walk better than when I first came here. I drive. I dress myself. To me, that's a miracle. All of us in this room, all the members of Speakeasy, they're all miracles.
To learn more about the causes and preventions of strokes or the Speakeasy program, go online to chsc.org/speakeasy or call 216-231-8787.